Hey everyone, welcome back to the B-Movie Bunker. Today we're looking at The Black Death. This is from 2010, brought to us by Christopher Smith. This is the story, it's shortly after the first case of the bubonic plague. The plague is broken out in Western Europe, and we have the story of a young monk, Osmond, who must take a group of knights, led by Sean Bean, to this small village where apparently the plague has not hit them, and the belief is that witchcraft is involved. So of course, the goodly knights want to go there because they have to stomp out witchcraft, because witchcraft is evil. The young monk is going because he is actually using an excuse because he has a woman he loves that he wants to go and rendezvous with, and this is his chance to do that. Of course, things don't turn out as we expect them to a little bit, but overall, I think this was a pretty good movie. It is a bit slow at times. There's a little bit of action, but I think it's slow in a good way. There's that kind of, slow burn till we get a build-up of what actually happens when you have the climax at the end. The movie itself, it's nice and gritty, and it's dark, and it's grim, the way it should be. People are dirty. Everyone's not, the knights aren't all in polished, shiny armor, and, people aren't wearing, like, all crisp, clean clothes. It looks dirty. It looks grimy, like it should for the time period. It looks like people are worn down and beaten and weary, and that's how it should look. As far as the rest of it, the effects, like I said, it's grim, it's dirty. Costuming, fine. Acting is actually really good in this one. And as far as the overall theme, there's some people who believe, well, this is such a pro-Christian movie. There's other people saying this is a anti-Christian movie. It's really neither. It's more of an anti-fanaticism movie. It's more along the lines of the fact that, being a zealot to the point of fanaticism, no matter what your belief is wrong, because you do things in the name of your faith or non-faith or whatever that actually then has a very negative reaction by the people you direct it at, and then they end up doing something just as bad or worse, and it's this continuing cycle of just push and shove and push and shove and push and shove, and then it's sword and burn and kill and maim, and that's kind of the message you're getting this, and that there's this middle ground that's completely abandoned by so many people. And you have people way over here and people way over here, and then they do a scale of 1 to 10. This movie is kind of like it's like modern day life, where you've got one group over here saying things should be like this, and over here saying no, they should be like this, and there's no compromise. And this movie didn't compromise. It said this is how we're going to do things, this is how we're going to show things, and yes, you may sit there and you may go, well, these knights are a bunch of assholes. But then you all may say, well, these pagans here are a bunch of assholes. That's the point. You can be an asshole regardless of what you believe. There's no belief that makes you, immune to being an asshole. That's what makes this a pretty decent movie. I think, as I said, it starts out slow, and at times it is slow here and there. I think it could have been tightened up a little bit. But I think overall it was a pretty decent film. Like I said, the effects, the lighting, everything, it really helped set the tone of what the movie was supposed to be. Maybe it went a little too actiony at times. Some people would say it's some of the knights are just too badass, but I don't quite believe that, because these are actual trained knights who fought. They fought overseas. These are actual trained, seasoned warriors, and most people they face are peasantry, and a trained warrior is going to kick the shit out of some peasants. It really is. So it's not that unbelievable as some people feel. But yeah, decent flick. If you like period type pieces, that's pretty much what this is. And there's that little bit of a kind of horror element with the witch and the Satanists, whatever you want to call them. But I liked it in the end. I liked it all throughout. I had a good time watching this entire film. So that's all I have for this one. Until next time, stay all safe in the wasteland. Stay all safe? You all stay safe in the wasteland. How about that?